Yeah, I'm Joe Flamm. I'm the chef owner of Day Off Group here in Chicago. We have Rosemary, we have Il Carciofo, and Boulevard Steakhouse. You know, it's kind of like having multiple kids. It depends on the day. I love them all equally, but some days, you know, some are a little bit more needy than others. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. The first station I ever worked was at a restaurant when I was in culinary school, and I worked a wood stove oven. And I got put up there not because I was a good cook, but because I could talk to people because I had worked front of the house first. And it was a chef's counter station. So I kind of got thrown into it and had to figure it out. So it was really how I learned to cook most things was I spent 2 years there working that oven.
Right.
So everything from pizzas to biscuits to cornbread to mac and cheese to proteins, I was cooking out of a wood stove. So my first 2 years really of professional cooking, I spent cooking on one of these ovens. So when we went to open this restaurant, it was kind of a full circle moment for me, for Il Carciofo, to be able to bring one in, to be able to do our pizza alla taglio, our pane bianco, veal salted bocca, all those things out of this oven. The equipment is perfect for my business here because we do stuff like pizza alla taglio and, doughs and things that we want to be really consistent, but we still want them to have that, wood-fired quality to them. So being able to have a, oven that runs really consistently, really hot, that puts out a both beautiful and super consistent product is really awesome for us to be able to do the kind of volume we do in this space. On a typical night here, we're doing anywhere from, about 300 to 450 guests. We do private events. We have a full bar. We have a patio that we just opened. So, on a busy night, we can go through anywhere from, 90 to 110 pizzas, which is a lot for a place that's not a pizza place. There's a couple things I really love this oven for. One, I'd say the pane bianco. We bake pane bianco fresh in-house every day, and it's a big process. We have to bake about, we usually go to service with a little over 100 of them. So during the day when my cooks first come in, they start laying them all out, proofing them all out, getting them all down, and they bake them, 20, 30 at a time in there. And because of the size of the consistency of the oven, we're able to bake, 20, 30 at a time and not make it, a 12-hour process, but only a couple hours. And it just comes out really beautifully in there. It rises really nicely, gets a great crust to it. And also our veal salted bocca we do out of the oven, and I think that's really fun in there. Just creates a great color, great crust. It just really develops the flavor. I would say if you're considering a wood stove oven, it's one of those things, it just packs a huge punch. You know what I mean? To have this piece of equipment in your arsenal just gives you the ability to not only do like a huge variety of things, but to do them with a ton of consistency too. It gives you both the flavor you want to impart, but the control that we're all trying to get. Consistency, I feel like, is the biggest thing in this game, and we're always chasing that. So, it gives you the ability to do that on a really big level while still having, that beautiful artisanal product that we all want. With the wood stove, it's been really nice because it gives us a piece of equipment that can do so many things. So it's not just a pizza oven. It gives us also a huge cooking surface. So we're able to do things from prep projects during the day to picking up things during service at night that we wouldn't be able to do maybe on a smaller oven. So having that huge, deck in there, we have 2 different people working it. So we have proteins and veg and all that coming off one side. We have pizzas and pane biancos coming off the other side. It just gives us a ton of flexibility with our menu and what we're able to do as we roll through the seasons. The wood stove team has been really great. As we've like I said, this is not my first time working with them, and so the biggest thing at the end of the day is like we need to be able to rely on our equipment. We need to know when we come in, it's going to turn on, it's going to get as hot as we want, it's going to stay as hot as we want, and it's going to show up. It's the same as us. People expect when they come through the doors, they want the restaurant to be the way they expect it. We need our equipment to perform, and it's done that. I think if our oven could talk, it might ask for a breather. It might be like, give me 5 minutes, because we put a ton on it. We work that thing nonstop. And it keeps up with it. So I think if it could talk, it would ask for vacation.